私天才じゃないの。なんて占い聞かない。大変なやつペラペラ何言ってんの。どうでもいいよクズの僕に関係ないでしょ。そこの人間決まってる。聞こえたかさぞ喋っただって何がさでも自分を打つのもっと紙の上にエイジが必要。巨大なコレトみたい心臓と血管今日も気づれほしい細かな私天才じゃないの。なんて占い聞かない。大変なやつペラペラ何言ってんの。どうでもいいよクズの僕に関係ないでしょ。そこの人間決まってる。聞こえたかさぞ喋っただって何がさでも自分を打つのもっとここは狂気 快楽弾楽恥じらいを忘れ私とあなたで焦点精進本能煩悩歯止めも聞かずに揺れる快感は前人未到あなたの叫び声は美しい歌声でつながる下の上でもて遊ばれているここは狂気乱舞に去る戦場釈迦横断に舞う心情豪華絢爛に散る惨状この手の不
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. Welcome to this 5USC round of 32 match between the 7-seeded Oregon and the 26-seeded Minnesota. I am Ikania. I am joined here with Colon3 Onigiria.
Hello.
Hello. I am so excited to be commentating this match with you. It's been a while since we've commentated, man.
Yeah, for real. I think the last one was like Monkey Cup 4.
Oh, that was a while ago. That was a while ago, man. But yeah, we got two pretty solid teams here. I think this is going to be a pretty good match. Oregon, of course, having a really standout year so far. Seeding 7th, having probably their best roster to date. I'm really excited to see how they're going to do in the tournament as a whole. I kind of had them as a dark horse to go real far. So we will see. And then for Minnesota, the 26-seeded team, a little bit lower than I think some people were expecting these guys to seed, because they do have a really solid core roster. But I think with the pool SR being only 5.8, give or take, I think they're going to be just fine and are going to be able to field proper rosters on pretty much everything, as most teams are.
Yeah, I think this SR is like, you know, this is where upsets can definitely happen. Like any match.
Yeah, it truly is a matter of what team is more consistent that day. And it could be Minnesota, it could be Oregon. We don't know. We're going to see, and we're going to find out. Looking like Oregon is going to be taking the first ban, and it's going to be Hidden 1, which is pretty interesting. You wouldn't really expect Oregon to be banning Hidden at all. They have a really solid Hidden core.
Yeah, I mean, they got one of the best Hidden players in the tournament, right?
Yeah, Chichobi is definitely up there as one of the best Hidden players. Maybe up there next to the Bear and Kazumiya Ribbon.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like Minnesota is going to be taking out that easy map and the Nomad 3. So the easy and the swing alt are taken out of the pool. And now Oregon with the final ban. I don't really know what they would ban second. I'm not entirely sure where the gaps in their roster are.
They might just go with the most RNG map, maybe DT1, maybe Nomad 1.
I think either of those could make sense. You kind of want to, if you're the higher seeded team with higher skill cap, you kind of want to take away a lot of the picks that are going to be like really highly contested. So those will make sense. I don't entirely know how Oregon's Hard Rock core is, so maybe expect a Hard Rock ban? Though I'm not entirely sure. It really does just kind of come down to what they're feeling, of course.
Yeah, I could see either of the Hard Rocks getting banned if they don't feel very comfortable on them. I feel like both of them are kind of like more uncomfortable if you don't actually play Hard Rock, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. With the wide angle aim in Hard Rock 1 and the kind of like snap alt, kind of almost aim control of Hard Rock 2, it can definitely be pretty difficult for players that aren't well versed with the mod. But it's looking like their final ban is going to be Nomad 5, that Nomad speed pick, or well, speed quote unquote. It's low SR, so nothing's really speed yet. And Minnesota going to be the team that gets the first pick here. Now, I'm not entirely sure what they're going to go into either, because there's not a lot of gaps in this Oregon roster.
That's for sure.
I think I would maybe expect Minnesota to go into some of the more mechanics-focused stuff, maybe your DTs or like your Nomad 2, perhaps. But only time will tell. I'm sure the timer is going to be running out fairly soon, so we're going to be getting a pick sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I could see with the Nomad 5 ban, maybe they go with a Nomad 2. I mean, the maps aren't like super different.
They're not crazy different. Obviously, Nomad 5 is faster and focuses more on speed, but
Yeah.
at its core, the same kinds of players are going to be playing that map. Like,
Definitely.
just the pure tabbing players are going to be the only ones on that. Timer should definitely be coming down now. By the way, on this warm-up from, I think this was Minnesota's warm-up, Enzo with like a 200k EV score on that is pretty crazy. Like, we were kind of talking about it off camera. That's a nuts score. And it actually looks like Minnesota is going to be going into the Hidden 2 first. So they're going to be going into the AR8 kind of aimy low AR pick here, which I think is kind of interesting. You wouldn't really expect this out of Minnesota, seeing as they banned two of the more difficult reading heavy maps in the pool, in Easy 1 and Nomad 3.
Yeah.
So, a little uncharacteristic from them, I think. Also, it is kind of scary picking into Oregon at all, but I trust that they know what they're getting themselves into. They're most likely very well versed on this map already. Looks like rosters are going to be Chichobi and Enslow for sure on the side of Oregon. Maine's coming in as well to fill out that roster. As for Minnesota, looking like Garrett and Caffeine with a K, in the lobby. I'm not sure who their final player on this is going to be, though. It's going to be Merp as the final player for Minnesota here. Chibi's in the lobby for some reason. I don't know what he's doing.
Hey, get this guy out of here. MP
Get the
ban
guy out of
anybody?
here, man. Who invited this guy?
Can we vote kick this guy?
Looks like good luck, have funs are coming out in the chat, and we are going to be getting into this first map here. Very
Now, if you're
excited.
Minnesota, lower seed, you really want to win your first pick here. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say no pressure because they know the pressure on this pick.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's only the first pick, but pretty important.
Yeah, there's always going to be pressure when you're representing your state. That just makes nerves go up like tenfold. I would know.
Oh yeah.
Or, I mean, honestly, all of us would know. I think we're all kind of in the same boat in this one. And early on, everyone seeming to be, at the very least, fairly comfortable with it. AC lead is slightly in favor of Minnesota, just off of Maine's very low accuracy.
Kara actually dropping an early miss there on the intro.
And Maine's is going to be the first one to go down on the side of Oregon. So it's just Chichobi and Enslow holding very high AC FCs for Oregon. And Caffeine is going to go down as well. So the Oregon is going to take a little bit of an early lead here, about a quarter of the way in, with Mert being the only full combo remaining on the side of Minnesota. So 2-1 right now, basically.
Yeah, and now it's just a game of will Enslow or Chichobi break.
It's going to be Merp, unfortunately, with just a big chain miss, unfortunately. AC going down to 93. And Oregon has a chance to just completely run away with it. Caffeine with another break is not going to help matters.
Though it is only halfway through this map, I will say this is kind of what you expect if you're Oregon, right? Like, you're two big hidden reading players.
Yeah, they are definitely holding. They're doing their job. Maine's coming up the rear with about a 500 combo as well. And it is only Garrett with a big combo on the side of Minnesota here. And about a 500k lead, about 2/3 of the way in. I'm not entirely sure what Garrett can really do in this situation other than hope for a couple breaks from Chichobi and Enslow. Maine's breaking wouldn't hurt either, but they all look pretty comfortable here. Chichobi holding 99 AC still. And now they're seeing the scores. Oregon knows they have this one basically in the bag.
Yeah, looks like this map is all but finished.
Yeah, just a question of, is Chichobi going to get the FC? We saw Enslow break just then. Chichobi, the only one holding a full combo still.
Even with that Enslow break, the score is still going the way of Oregon.
Yeah, and unfortunately with Garrett breaking right then, that only puts the final nail in the coffin. Oregon's going to take this one probably by about a million score, which is really not what you want to see if you are Minnesota here on your own first pick. And Chichobi is going to be wrapping up the FC 98.84. Really solid score, really solid team score all the way around. 2.4 mil is definitely nothing to scoff at, and they're going to go up early 1-0 in this match. And now if you're Oregon, you kind of have a good amount of leeway here. There's a lot you can go into based off of Minnesota's bans. I would expect even maybe to see something like a Fremont 1. I think that would be pretty cool to see.
Oh, for sure. Oh, Hard Rock
no.
1 instant.
It's going to be
Okay.
like an insta Hard Rock 1. I don't hate this for Oregon, actually. Their team isn't really not known for their Hard Rock prowess, but I think this is a good pick regardless. This is definitely one of those more awkward and weird picks that you don't see too often.
Hey, and it's a banger. You get to
And
hear
it's a
this
banger.
song. I'm still surprised that the Oregon Hidden 1 ban. I feel
I
like
am too, yeah.
they know something we don't.
Oh, you never know. And it looks like for Oregon, it's going to be Nairu and Shroomer in for two of their players. Meepers, Murp, and Garrett are going to be in the lobby for Minnesota still. I think that makes a lot of sense for them.
Yeah,
Is the first Hard Rock around 32? I'm not sure.
That'd be sad.
That would be sad. This map deserves love, as all maps do, except if the map is bad. But this one isn't.
I think for Minnesota here, we're going to be seeing Garrett perma lobby.
Most likely. I think Garrett is definitely probably, even if they're not at their best, they're a solid third player for pretty much anything.
Oh yeah.
So I would expect to see them for the entirety of the match. Chichobi is going to come in and fill this Hard Rock for Oregon here. It's kind of interesting to see Chichobi on Hard Rock. I don't think I've ever seen him play a map on Hard Rock, but it is low SR, so anything can happen, really. We're getting into it.
Yeah, for sure.
An awesome slider.
The upside down bell. There's some brutal sections in this map, man. Like, I was playing it earlier today and I was like, dang, this in Round of 32 is devious.
Yeah, this is definitely the hardest map in Round of 32. I think that's pretty safe to say. Maybe a round early, but, you know, it is what it is. For what it's worth, Minnesota has a little bit of an early lead here just based off of accuracy alone. And actually, Shermer did miss early on, so that is going to be a very slight lead for Minnesota still. Schumer finding another break, so that lead is only going to be further on the side of Minnesota. And we're getting right into the first PI here. Garrett is going to go down on the square. Chichobi is going to follow. It's 2 combos to 1 here. Never mind, 1-to-1. Meepers goes down as well. It's just Nairu against Murp, and Murp goes down. It is all eyes on Nairu here as the only combo left remaining.
Sorry, I just zoned out for a second. I'm back.
It's all good, man. Nairu is popping off the only FC left. Although Oregon has no supporting combo now. Chichobi and Shroomer both missing right there, right before the break. So if Nairu goes down and Minnesota manages to get a decent recovery going, this map can definitely turn very quickly.
That's definitely true, but you can see the comfort with Nair. Oh, dude, never mind. I'm sorry, I spoke too soon.
Okay, that is a tough one. And Shroomer goes down right after that.
This is going quite quickly
well
towards Minnesota. If Meepers can hold on to this, it's pretty big. Oh, but both of his teammates falling at like the same time. I don't know if he can do it by himself. He's gonna have to.
That score lead is going over pretty quickly. He just needs to hold, and Minnesota as a whole needs to get it together for this final section. Nerves are at the highest point they can possibly be as we get into this final PI at the wide angle. And Meepers goes down, Murph goes down. It is all eyes. It is unfortunately all eyes on Oregon here. Schumer goes down. Garrett is the only combo left on Minnesota. 2 combos to 1 here. Chichobi with a decent recovery, and Garrett goes down, and that is unfortunately going to be the final nail in the coffin for Minnesota on this Hard Rock 1. Oregon is going to consolidate their breakpoint and go up 2-0.
Wow.
And this is why this map is so awesome in a tournament setting, because it shows ultimate consistency on Hard Rock, and it leads to maps. It leads to maps like that. So intense up until the last second, just back and forth and back and forth.
Meepers was that close to doing it all himself.
Yeah, unfortunately, it takes a village, and the village was just not there.
Not quite on that one. I wonder if Minnesota will try. I don't know what they're thinking of picking here.
I don't really know either. I think Minnesota is just playing to their comfort instead of playing against Oregon, which I think is not really a bad strategy. If you are one of these lower seeded teams, you just got to pick what you're comfortable on and hope that you're more consistent. Now, the first two picks did not go that way for Minnesota, but there is a lot of match left. A total of a maximum of 8 maps left to go, or 7 left to go, excuse me. So for Minnesota here, I could expect to maybe see the Nomad 1 custom after seeing how close they were on this aim pick. And
oh, yeah,
it is what they're going to do. They got real close, and they're just going to go right back with aim, see if they can take this one. And this is a much more comfortable map.
Oh, for sure. The only, like, uncomfortable part of this is, like, the back-to-back bursts sections. But other than that, it's like, anyone should be comfy on this.
Yeah. Truly a awesome custom from Sour Mongoose. Thank you again, by the way. Cannot thank you enough for
It's amazing. It's super fun.
cool-ass map.
I don't know if I've ever called a round of 32 Nomad 1 fun, but this one definitely is. No
Yeah.
glaze.
No, you can glaze a little bit. Little glaze never hurt no one. As for rosters here, Garrett and Merp are going to be remaining in the lobby. That makes a lot of sense. Caffeine is going to be taking the place of Meepers. And Chichobi, Nairu, and Shroomer are going to remain in the lobby. That makes a lot of sense. Really solid core of Oregon. Kind of able to play most maps just at a solid level, give or take minus 1 player for another swap. You're going to see 2 out of 3 of these guys on most of these maps.
Oh, yeah. The Oregon, like, core 3 is just so strong.
It is really, really strong. And we're going to get into the Nomad 1 here. This is basically just 3 minutes of 200 BPM aim. Why is my captain drinking mid-match? That's the way, bro.
Takes the edge off, you know?
It does. And early on in this map, no one has good AC. I'm kind of shocked,
What about Nairu?
honestly.
Oh, Nairu's
Nairu's
at 99.3.
Well, Nairu's holding like 99, but everyone else, AC is tanking on this Nomad 1.
Yeah, definitely early lead to Oregon here, just based on AC.
Yeah, I mean, and there were actually, everyone on Minnesota did break early on.
Oh, yeah.
And Oregon is still holding their 3-way. You see these little quint bursts here. No one seems to be going down. Caffeine is going to be the one to fall next. And with that accuracy being so low, that score is just not going to rise as fast as they want. Nairu and Chichobi are both going to go down, though.
Oh.
And so it is only 1 combo to 2, and just like that. I mean,
Minnesota's definitely in this map. With a whole half left. You got Garrett and Merp holding on into a slow section.
Yeah, that score lead is very, very slightly going over to Minnesota's side here. Just off of all of these recoveries here. Garrett is going to go down, though, unfortunately. Caffeine is going to go right after that. And Frumer goes, though. Hold on. That's a big combo.
Burp is in here with a 500 combo. Oh, no.
Hang down. Yeah, unfortunately,
Oh, no.
no one is able to hold even remotely.
It's a full reset for Minnesota.
Unfortunately, the full reset from Minnesota, and that's gonna basically sign the end of this map away.
Yeah, Oregon just completely in the driver's seat of this one for the rest of the map, basically. There's like one more hard section, but the score lead is only gonna rise from here.
Yeah, it's just unfortunately the story of having like a really solid one miss and then like a good combo, but then missing multiple times after that. And just shows how consistent this Oregon team can be. Even after they miss once, their recoveries are always solid. Nairu did go down there. That's not going to matter too much, though. It is Chichobi right now, holding 99-4, about to crest 600k score. It looks like he's going to be ending with about 650, and Oregon winning by about 340k. Going to be taking this third point, and they have a chance to consolidate it too with a fourth.
Yeah, if you're Minnesota here, you need to find a point and fast.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is easier said than done against this Oregon roster. Caffeine
Definitely.
had mouse buttons on. That makes sense
No.
why they had like 60 AC in the beginning.
That's so tragic.
That makes sense. I was wondering why that was. And yeah, Minnesota can just blame Lillian for it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Lillian's fault. At Lillian.
Lillian, why did you turn on the mouse buttons? Now, if I were Oregon, I would not be surprised to see a Hard Rock 2 pick.
I wouldn't be shocked.
However, okay.
I think I'm going to go Fremont too. This makes a lot of sense, actually. They have really solid reading players to go along with Nairu or Schumer taking Hard Rock.
Yeah, for sure. I was thinking probably Chicho. Chichobi hidden. Probably Enslow easy, honestly.
I would expect to see an easy.
Practiced.
I would expect to see an easy from someone on Oregon. I think they have a good easy core regardless, so I could see multiple players doing it. It does kind of just depend on who's comfortable in the moment more than anything. As for Minnesota, I'm going to expect to see Garrett and Merp in the lobby still. As for their final player, I'm unsure who it's going to be.
Maybe they go Meepers Hard Rock?
I wouldn't hate it. But yeah, there's going to be Chichobi, Nairu, and Emslo in the lobby.
Nairu on Hard Rock, most likely.
Yep.
Almost certainly.
Yeah, almost certainly Nairu's going Hard Rock. And Oregon doesn't even have to gamble with like doing an anti-mod or anything like that here. If they're just more consistent, then they'll be fine.
Meepers is coming in for the third Minnesota. Which makes sense considering their performance on Hard Rock 1 was pretty good.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. As for mods on the rest of the team, I'm not entirely sure. I could see Garrett on Hard Rock as well. I could also see Garrett on no mod. I think Merp is going to be the one taking up the hidden, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh!
Okay, never mind.
This is interesting. I wasn't expecting
on
this.
the hidden, and Meepers and Merp are both taking Hard Rock. So going to be a little bit of an overmod on the side of Minnesota. And I think that is going to be Enslow easy, along with Chichobi no mod.
Looks bugged.
Yeah, I think it's Enzo's mod isn't showing up for sure.
Yeah, he's playing easy. You can see where he's missing. You can see
Yep,
where he's
there he is.
You can see where he's missing because he's not on the circle on Nomad. Okay, but we got Chichobi just on Nomad. They're playing it safe here. Makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, no need to overcomplicate things. If you're consistent on Nomad, you might as well just have a Nomad player. And Nairu and Enzo holding up the mods here, doing pretty solid. Nairu breaking right there with pretty low axe, so this score is kind of going to be capped.
It does look like Enslow did have a real early miss, but should be insubstantial.
Yeah, and with Garrett going down there, unfortunately, it is going to be pretty even here on both sides here, and the multiplier for easy is baked into the client. So this is Oregon with about a 30k score lead here. And Meeper's going down, unfortunately.
Right before the jump section here.
And Garrett falling down right after that. So it's only Merp on a big combo here for Minnesota. And they're going to need to see some breaks from Oregon and soon. Nairu goes down though, so not one of the big combos you want to see, but a combo nonetheless. But they're going to need another break, like, now. Okay, well, I didn't mean on that guy, but Merc goes down, and Oregon is going to be taking yet another point, going up 4-0, consolidating their second break point. And yeah, really solid all around from Oregon.
Yep. Unsurprising, Chichobi Nomad FC. Probably could have FC'd on Hidden, but they wanted to play it safe, I'm assuming. Enslow, I don't know what the free mod, the easy multiplier was.
I believe it was 1.7, if I'm not mistaken.
So, yeah, so that was like what?
Yeah, 1.7. No, it's more like
800, more like.
It's more like 800k, yeah.
From Enslow, that's good.
Yeah, really solid. And now Minnesota has their final pick here. I don't really know what they can go into here, I'll be honest. I think it is kind of up in the air. I feel like they just gotta try something, you know? Go with something wild. Go with like a Nomad 4 or something if you're comfortable on it. Maybe even like a DT3, like a DT2, something like that.
Yeah, and I'd love to see DT3. Yeah, right?
I would love to see that map.
Oh, that is so cool. Though I wouldn't be surprised if they went into something RNG like a DT1. Just Amy. Pretty comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, comfortability does
okay.
Does kind of make the whole difference, and seeming like they're going with another comfortable pick here in DT2. I know Minnesota has always had, at the very least, a passable tapping roster. And talk about emotional. I mean, oh my god, someone cutting onions?
I will admit, I did not look at this map.
It's a low SR speed map, but the song is good. So that's about all you need to know about that. As for the rosters here, looking like about the same, about what you would expect. Chichobi, Nairuzu, and Mains in for Oregon. Minnesota keeping the same roster in Meepers, Merp, and Garrett.
Classic Mains DT.
And good luck's come out in the chat. And let's get into this fifth map here, and kind of hope it's not the last. I'd love to see more of Minnesota here.
I do kind of like this pick from Minnesota because, you know, they've lost, like, you know, I would say they lost pretty handedly on everything except for Hard Rock 1, but we haven't seen any tapping tests yet, so maybe this is what they got.
That is true, although if accuracies are to be believed, then this may not look like the best course of action. Oregon is kind of stomping them in accuracy here, already taking about 100k lead.
I believe in the combo gamers.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like everyone's recovering quite nicely, though. And at the end of the day, it is a combo game. 2 full combos to 3 here. Merp having a break early on.
That does leave Oregon with the combo lead. However, we're going into the next hard section soon, it would appear.
Yep, next Ki is going to be starting right about now after those buzz sliders here. Mains is going to be the first one to go down in this first Ki here. Ak is dropping on all fronts here, but everyone else's combo is still holding pretty strong. Merp is going to go down as well, but that's not one of the big combos on Minnesota that need to continue to hold here for their life.
I think the score lead is slowly... Okay, that's a big break from Oregon. Nairu going down. That leaves Minnesota with the big combo lead here. They can definitely bring this back in the last 1/3 of the map.
Yeah, all
No,
they
and
do is hold
Meeper's going down.
Though. Oh, it looks like Merp's break earlier was Bancho, so they still have the combo lead here. Just barely, as long as they can hold for just a little bit longer. There's a quarter left in the map, and they need to hold
so close.
really well, too. Oh, you can see
Chichobi
they're
with that
shaking.
1K combo. It's Garrett versus Chichobi here and the others supporting on each team, but Minnesota still has the combo lead here.
And they held through it. What? No, Meepers broke right there on the final slider. I don't
can't
think
tell
it's going to matter,
who
though.
has the advantage here.
It is going to be
is there any
Minnesota
map
just there's no, it's only sliders. And the final break there, it's not going to matter. Minnesota is going to take a pick, not getting swept today. They're down 4-1, and they have a shot still.
Big FC from Garrett. That's really what you needed there.
Yeah, definitely very solid. Both Garrett and Chichobi holding really solid FCs. Everyone on Minnesota getting above 700k. Everyone on
in the
Oregon
match.
getting above 700k. That's pretty
really
cool to
good
see.
team scores from both teams.
How do we get this? How do we get these scores on this map and then get like 1.3 mil on Nomad 1? This is crazy. But yeah, Oregon, it is still their pick, so they do still have a chance to kind of stop this where it started. What they would go into, I gotta say it's gonna be more Hard Rock now. They've been overall better on Hard Rock pretty much the entire match.
I'd agree with that, yeah.
I think Hard Rock 2 is definitely not bad, especially with the extra complexity involved in it. It is going to favor the more seasoned tournament players that Oregon has.
I was gonna say,
honestly,
just based on the Hard Rock 1 scores, the only question is, can Chichobi play Hard Rock while drunk?
I don't know. We'll find out.
I guess that's the question.
I don't know if this is anyone else's experience, but I just like unlock speed when I have a couple drinks. I don't know how. It just happens like that. And it looks like Oregon's going to go with the Nomad 4. I think another really good pick. This is definitely one of the hardest maps in the pool. Pretty difficult slider tech, at the very least for the SR.
Oh yeah.
So this makes a lot of sense to pick, especially with the Nomad 4 Titan and Chichobi. Chichobi's definitely going to be in the lobby for this, for sure.
Oh yeah. I feel like this map would go hard while drunk.
This map is so fun all the time. It's just a really good tech map.
It
has been, I will admit firsthand, it is overused now, right? Like even before, I know I did it. When I pulled it, it's been overused. I know, right? But it's a good new tech map that doesn't play like ass at low SR, and I think that is the most important part. And that's kind of what I'm going with on future tech picks as well. At the very least early on, but you guys will see more on that later. We got this match to focus on, and it's looking like Chichobi definitely in the lobby for sure. Nairu and Mains are still in. Minnesota only swapping out Merp for Caffeine here.
It looks like these rosters are locked. Getting some good lucks in chat, and in we go to Nomad 4.
Yeah, the 6th map of this match could be the last. Kind of hoping it's not. I kind of want to see Tiebreaker. I would love to see Fake Promise. I know we saw it earlier in a different match where someone took Hidden Hard Rock and top scored, which was awesome. Shout out to that guy. I think it was Boinky Doinker.
Oh yeah, that shout out. That was wild. Not to like try to curse anyone here, but if Minnesota were to win this pick, I feel like that gives them a little bit of momentum back into this match.
Definitely a lot of momentum, and momentum is honestly half the battle. If you get on a streak, you can very easily continue that streak as long as you guys have decent vibes going. Mains is going to be the first one to go down, so Minnesota having an early advantage here. The Caffeine is going to be the first one to go down at the start of the Ki, though, so that's kind of going to equalize the score here. If not just barely on Minnesota's side due to accuracy.
Yeah, for sure, with Chichobi holding that 99.5 and Mains holding that 98, it's going to be a little tough to match those, but Minnesota out here doing it. They're still holding a 10k, 20k lead here.
And Nairu going the next one to go down. And Garrett and Meepers are still holding full combos, so they have the score lead right now. Yeah, they're leading by about 40k here, and this break is going to have crazy nerves.
We have Meepers and Garrett holding on. It's basically 2 FCs to 1 here. Caffeine not recovered. What happened?
I was worried about everyone hitting the flow pattern because I've seen many a run fall to that. But everyone holding on just fine. Still 2 full combos to 1. Main's basically having a full combo.
Yeah, he's well recovered. However, I would say it's Garrett versus Chichobi here, Meepers versus Mains, and Meepers is still on that full combo compared to Mains. And you know, Meepers' like accuracy recovery is the best on Minnesota right now. So
yeah, but we are getting into probably the hardest part of the map right here, starting now with these fast sliders. Mains is going to be the first one to go down on them, and no other combo breaks yet. And Minnesota is kind of looking insanely strong on this.
Meeper's going down on a full combo, but it's Garrett matching Chichobi and Caffeine matching Nairuzu.
Oh no!
The score. No, Garrett going down. Meeper's chain missing. It's kind of falling apart for Minnesota here.
It's unfortunately Caffeine. It's a full team wipe for Minnesota, and Oregon is still holding. Chichobi, the Nomad 4 giant, proves why this is his title. Nairu with a great recovery, albeit the ACK is not there, but it's a combo game at the end of the day. And it's just all eyes on Chichobi to see if he can hold through and FC this map. Yet another. Oregon has this one in the bag. Let's just see if we can get the full combo here. Final patterns here. And he holds through it.
Through with it. Wow. That is just astounding. It seems like Minnesota had it in their grasp there and just let it slip into a 500k win for Oregon.
Unfortunately, maps will just kind of be like that. They'll, as soon as combo drops, it can just go over so quickly, and we saw it just then from basically a 150k score lead to Minnesota with a quarter left in the map to a 500k win on the side of Oregon.
Yeah,
It's just, it is crazy what holding a combo in the final section can do. And Oregon is going to go 5-1, win this match, and move on to the round of 16 winners. Minnesota going down to the losers bracket. Down, but not out.
Yeah, I'd love to see more of them. They've had some outstanding performances on the last couple maps. Just couldn't quite close it out on the Nomad 3. Sorry, the Nomad 4.
Yeah, I mean, as unfortunate as it is, that will happen on maps like these. And yeah, shit happens, but you bounce back. Hope to see you in the losers bracket. Oregon, well done. And yeah, I think that is going to be all from us. I'm not sure if there's any more matches tonight. There
That's
is
me.
a UCC match, and that is going to be New York against Nebraska. So yeah, definitely tune in for that. But I think that is going to be all for us for now. Thank you guys for tuning in, for watching. Tune in for the next match happening in about 40 minutes, and we will see you then. Good luck. Good luck, New York. Good luck, Nebraska. Good luck, Onigiri. Thank you for casting with me.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. And I will be most likely seeing you guys next week.
All right. See you guys.